Oh, she's very, very vocal. That rhymed.
And just real quick, because the dogs made me remember about your work with the ASPCA, that you helped them out or something. Did you?
Well, I had played a nonprofit event in Malibu. It was for like dog Phytopalooza, and they had a lot of dogs basically there to be rescued and from the SPCA, and so that's when I actually got Oliver, because I saw him and I just my heart melted. Some of these dogs, not so much with the SPCA, but there's a lot of shelters, including like Orange County and Los Angeles. They have only so much room. So if the dog doesn't get rescued or an owner doesn't come to claim their dog, it will get put down and euthanized within a couple of days. So you're literally are rescuing and saving a dog's life by adopting rather than getting from a pet store. Although, so when we got Ollie, he is, we got him at 1 year and he has some issues, but I had to take him to the vet right away because he actually had an infection from the neutering job and pneumonia. So it was really because they had so many dogs, it was just out of control. So, I mean, he is just I love him. He's such a great dog, but I felt like his touring and stuff, he would sometimes chew himself and get hot spots. So I got him a little girlfriend, and she was actually on clearance at this pet store that was closing, and it was almost like animal abuse there as well, because there she was 4 months and I'd been on a walk, and I was like, what are you guys going to do with this dog? No one finds her. And so actually the store clerk was ready to take her home, but so Coco, she's a little diva, a little lopso, Miss Fang, I'll have to send you a picture, but she literally she likes to bark and be very, very social. If you're eating food, you better put a bowl of food in front of her. And if you're talking on the phone, sometimes she'll just bark because she wants you to pet her. And,
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
very funny.
That is so great what you're doing there, helping out those four-legged friends. It's awesome.
I mean, they love me so much, and I love them. And that's the thing with rescuing animals is the value you get back is just amazing. I mean, rescue you right back. It's pretty incredible.
We're talking to Stacey Clark, and you can find out more about her at staceyclark.net. And here's the song Anywhere. It's a remix with Kevin Alves on Mike's Daily Podcast. a remix by Kevin Alves. That is Stacey Clark as we go outside the last place on earth where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, California. And if you go to the Grammys page on Facebook.com/The Grammys, you can vote for Stacey Clark. If she gets enough votes, she'll be playing at the 2013 Grammy Awards. You can vote up to 10 times at Facebook.com/The Grammys. We'll have the finale of our interview tomorrow.
And here's today's podcast picture.
If you're ever in Nashville, if you get tired of walking along Music Row and checking that out and checking out Broadway and all the cool places where they got live music like Roberts and Tootsie's Orchid Lounge and all of those. When you get tired of that, go over to the Parthenon in Nashville. It's got some interesting hours, so check on what time it's open before you go, because you might end up going there and it's closed. That happened to me a couple times. It is amazing from the outside. It is modeled after the Greek Parthenon, and it has an interesting story. If you go inside, there's a little museum that talks about it was made a long time ago. It was part of like an amusement park at one time. Inside, there is this enormous statue of Athena, the goddess Athena, and it is tremendous. And it's pretty funny. You're standing in Nashville and looking at something that should be in Greece. Instead, you're standing not too far away from a KFC where they have a lot of grease. And beyond that, you're also close to Kentucky because Tennessee is like right next to. So anyway, I digress with my crazy digressive system. And then there's this wondrous statue. So check it out when you're in Nashville. It's amazing. There's a bunch of other artwork inside as well. I was really amazed. It was worth the trip. And I got to go there shortly before we moved from Huntsville, Alabama, which is right on the border of Tennessee, and moved back here to California. So it was a fun time. Glad we got to do it before we moved back. And that's a little bit of Mike's travels and today's podcast picture. Disgruntled Fiddle Player.
I think you should call it Disgruntled Fiddle Player's Travels.
Okay, yeah, but it's not your travels, it's my travel. I'm the one that's traveling around. Why would I call it that?
I just think it'd be a lot more interesting, but you don't have to get all huffy about it.
I'm not. It's just amazing to see, and I'd like to see someone try and steal that. Athena, huge statue. They wouldn't ever do that.
I might try to do that.
No, you wouldn't.
I would like have a little wire, holding on to me from the ceiling as I scale down, and then I would take the whole statue.
It weighs several, I'm sure, tons.
That ain't nothing. Tons are just air.
What weighs more, a ton of air or a ton of Athena statue?
I always fall for that.
Mark, I think we've learned better English. Well, I can understand you. You're speaking English, so... Am I pronouncing my English words a lot better? I think so. I'm understanding you pretty good. I don't hear you slurring or anything. You are. Well, that's because I'm drunk.
Mike, you aren't getting drunk off my oat beer, are you?
No, just Britney Spears showed up and gave everyone some brownies.
Oh, Britney brownies, you better stay away from that.
Yeah, eating those creates a whole other type of X factor in your brain.
That's what they say about my oat beer.
As you see, ladies and gentlemen, you and I are immersed in an extremely impressive think tank. A brain trust, if you will. And I trust we can get out of this think tank as quickly as possible. Tomorrow we will bring you the finale of the Into an Interview with singer-songwriter Stacey Clark. Plus, we'll hear from Madame Rutabaga Valentino and Bison Bentley.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!